Make sure I'm on Do Not Disturb. We don't want to get any calls in the middle of our session here today. All right. So hopefully my little mix-up will allow people to figure out. If you go to the main YouTube channel, you should see the live event on there. But this is being recorded, of course, so you're welcome to come back and try doing it a different time. So I wanted to, first of all, just kind of say welcome and thank you for joining me. My name is Francia, and I have been teaching yoga for a while. Every time the year ends and a new year begins, I like to offer something from my heart that allows others to enjoy or connect with a little deeper sense of understanding, of self-love and compassion. And for me, that starts a little bit with the sound bowls. The sound healing aspect of our practice is very important. So I wanted to do also a journaling session. And if you've never done journaling before, it's actually quite simple and there's really no rules about it. But what we're going to do today is, my happy place is a beach or an ocean, for those of you that know me. So we're actually going to travel through a little bit of, take a little travel to a beach, a nice warm ocean. Especially if you're in the cold parts of the United States, you might find that it might be a good escape. So yeah, so you'll need a piece of paper or a pen or a book, a notebook, a pen. And then at the end, we'll do our yoga nidra. So let's come to a comfortable seat. Make sure you have your pen and paper with you. If you need to put on a shawl or cover up in any way, if you feel cold, I often do. So I want to be careful with these candles behind me. Don't want to have any issues going on back there. All right. So once you find your comfortable seat, take a moment to close your eyes, to soften your body, to come into awareness of your breath. Notice how you feel. Notice what emotions arise as we settle in. Allow yourself a deep breath in and a slow breath out. Each inhale, a gift, welcoming in the gift of this new year, 2026. Each exhale, an opportunity for letting go or surrendering. Letting go of whatever 2025 had in store for us and we learned from, and we can now let go of that. We don't have to carry anything from 2025 with us that is not needed. And then we're going to begin our first journaling prompt here. So if you picture yourself on a moonlight shoreline, moonlit, you're holding a lantern in your hand, and the light is glowing softly as the waves roll in. Take a moment to reflect, to release, and to begin to kind of just wander about your intention for the next year to come. Not something you have to write down right now. Just take a moment to observe what rises up for you as you think about what intentions you want for the new year. We've arrived at the shore. Sand beneath our feet. You might even hear the waves coming in, rolling out. Imagine the scene. feel free to close your eyes. It's the ocean at dusk and your lantern is glowing so bright. If you like, you can write down or describe your lantern, how bright the light feels for you tonight. Maybe your lantern has a warm light, or maybe it's more like a spotlight. How far does the light let you see? How does it make you feel? Maybe jot down 3 words that capture your mood as you step onto the sand. Hopeful, tired, grateful, excited. Just a few words that help you describe how you're feeling right now on your shore. Has an intention arised now in your heart? Are you bringing any emotion specifically into this space? And you can write down words, you can write down sentences, or you can just imagine, close your eyes, listen. As you walk through the shore on the beach, the waves offer you some treasures, some gifts. Perhaps each of these are holding a meaning from 2025, from the year that we've just finished, passed, completed, experienced, lived through. A shell, for example, might be a new friendship, promotion at work. Perhaps you learn how to cook a new dish in 2025. What treasures did 2025 give you? Maybe you see a stone buffed by the ocean tides. This could be a commitment that you followed through in 2025. A daily walk. A strength you've discovered in yourself. Perhaps a healthy new habit that you built. Maybe you run into some driftwood. This could represent a challenge that you've overcome, a lesson that you've learned, perhaps a special memory. Feel free to jot down anything that comes to mind. Or again, just follow along in the visualization. Perhaps you have a handful of shells, stones, maybe even a piece of driftwood with you that you've picked up along the way. We're going to try to lighten our load. We're going to decide which treasures we want to keep that we can carry on with us in 2026. Which ones that are important important for us to bring with us into this new year, and which ones we can release back to the sea. Do we want to move lightly into the new year to come? Do we want to unburden? Again, feel free to write down whatever comes to mind or simply visualize. Now see if you can pause for a moment and shine your lantern over the water. See if it allows you to peer beneath its surface, beneath its depths. And as you do this, reflect on a hidden strength, a moment of growth, or a beautiful surprise that you have discovered this past year. Maybe it's the way you handled the stressors in your life. Maybe it's the way you found joy in small things. Perhaps reaching out for support when you needed it. Anything that comes to mind, feel free to jot it down. And let's see if we can let go of something in 2025 that no longer serves you. Perhaps an old worry. Perhaps a disappointment or an old habit. And let's see if we can imagine the next tide that comes in, carrying this thing away, back to the ocean. How does it make you feel? Is there a lightness in the surrender, in the letting go? Watch it just drift away. Offer it thanks and gratitude for it served you for a time and allowed you to grow. And now you can let it go. And as you're standing there at the shore, facing the ocean, watching the tides come in, now this this thing you've let go is almost out of view, far into the horizon. Perhaps we lift our lantern. We watch its light stretch across the waves towards this new year, this new dawn. Envision a hope, a dream, or an intention that you want your light to reach in 2026. Could be anything at all. Deepening your self-care practices, connecting more with loved ones, maybe even learning something new, a new language, geography, a new skill. Our mind likes to settle these types of ideas and thoughts as a color. So see if you can anchor your intention in a color. Choose a color that allows you to feel the intention. And let this color be cast with your lantern upon the water, upon the ocean, upon the waves. What does it represent for you? You can write it down, or you can just envision. An example would be maybe if you cast your light as a blue, it could represent calm, peace. If your light is cast as gold, deep gold light could represent abundance. If your light had a pink tint to it, perhaps that represents love. There's no right or wrong. Allow yourself the opportunity and the gift to find what suits you. Let it be a clarity, a moment of clarity. out onto the ocean. We're preparing ourselves to step into this new dawn. If you've ever witnessed the sun rising over the ocean, you can imagine that magical feeling when it starts to slowly peer over the horizon. Sunrise represents new beginnings, clean slate, a new day, a new mindset, new opportunity, warmth, safety. We'll bring all of those things into our new year. Picture yourself stepping onto a fresh stretch of shoreline. Now lit by the rising sun. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel? Maybe you can describe it in your journal, or again, you can just visualize it. Does it feel light? Do you feel confident? Do you feel supported? Safe? Again, no right or wrong. And it doesn't even always have to be positive. Maybe there's some reluctancy, some fear involved in this new light. And that's okay too. Feel free to write it down in words, in sentences. And now let's see if we can create an affirmation or a mantra that we can carry with us into 2026. An example might be, I am open to new possibilities. Or, my light guides me gently forward. Or maybe I trust the tides of change. What mantra, what affirmation does your heart sing to you right now? It may not come up right away. You might want to just write what mantra comes up. What mantra do I want to bring into the new year with me? And then as the days unfold, you can allow yourself to let it wash over you. So we're starting to come to the end of our journaling session. I invite you to put your pen and your notebook aside. And then find a comfortable position, perhaps lying down. You are welcome to stay seated. You're welcome to use support like a pillow or bolster. You're welcome to use a blanket if you're feeling you want to be a little cozier. Get comfy. Allow your eyes to close Allow your body to relax completely. I will guide us through a short but powerful relaxation so you can fully absorb the healing vibrations and carry these new intentions with you into the new year. So now that we've set our journals aside and we've made ourselves comfortable, or as comfortable as possible, let your arms rest by your sides. See if you can turn the palms facing up. Tends to soften the shoulders more. Again, gently close your eyes. Let your gaze move internally, releasing the outside world. Take slow, gentle breaths. With each breath, feel your body becoming heavier, more relaxed. Gravity drawing you down, softening you. You could still be on that beach that we've been envisioning, or you could be back home in your cozy space. But as you feel more and more relaxed, imagine you are just sinking into a soft bed of sand by the ocean's edge. Sounds of the waves still somewhere in the background. Notice the gentle rise and fall of your chest and abdomen, like waves washing up on the shore. As you continue to allow the sounds of the bowls just wash over you, imagine each note a ripple of light moving through your body. Soothing every muscle, every thought. Allow your forehead to soften. Unclench the jaw, drop the shoulders. Let the tongue rest, the roof of your mouth, tip of the tongue behind the two front teeth. Relax your throat. See if you can still feel the warmth of your lantern's light glowing inside your heart. That color you chose for your light, radiating through your entire being, almost like it's coming from the inside out. Allow yourself to simply be held, supported, and at ease. Take a moment to silently repeat your intention, your mantra, your affirmation for the new year. Something in you allowing you to trust that the light that you've kindled tonight will guide you. No matter what the tides lay ahead. When you feel ready to return, back to this space that you are in, you can start to become aware of the room around you. Not through your eyes, but through just your simple being. Become aware of the firmness of the floor below you. If you're wearing a blanket or sweater, the softness on your skin. The temperature of the room. And when you're ready to start to reanimate your body, and you don't have to just yet, you can enjoy the relaxation a little longer. You might want to start wiggling the fingers, the toes, the feet, the hands, the wrists, ankles, the lower legs up to the knees, the arms up to the elbows, the thighs and the hips, the arms and the shoulders. You might want to take a full body stretch, reaching your arms overhead, lengthening your legs. Or you might want to bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug. I invite you to move with deep intention, mindful awareness, with love. You can roll yourself over to one side, a little bit of a fetal position there. Notice how that changes the body. And as you feel ready, you can start to make your way up to a comfortable seat. Take your time, there's no rush. Slowly you can begin to blink your eyes open. And just take in the room around you. Take in the space that you are in. As we prepare to close our practice, we'll draw the palms together at the center of the heart. Thumbs gently pressing against the sternum. We'll allow ourselves a moment of connection back to our breath like we did in the beginning of our practice. The expansion of the lungs and abdomen, the softly release, just like those waves we envisioned earlier. The tides rising as you inhale, and then gently falling away, moving back into the ocean as you exhale. This oceanic movement replicated each time you breathe. A gift and an opportunity to surrender. Opportunity for change. As we connect with this new mantra that we've created for ourselves, maybe repeat it once more in your mind, or even out loud if you wish. Where do your words find emphasis? And we'll close our session today with the sound Om. Inhale deeply. May you bring this new light that we found with us today into the year to come. Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Namaste. Feel free to share this with anyone that you think might enjoy it or might find it useful. If you like, you can reach out to me and I can send you the journaling prompts that we did today so that you can maybe try doing it again. All right, guys, take care. Have a beautiful rest of your evening, and I will see you soon. Bye.